Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Santa Clara. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Come on, come on.
A give. Here's Benson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here we go. Stop.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Ready? Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. A gain there of 16 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They put Wilson in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll find Shakir open right side. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
Okay, ready?
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Ready?
Try to get here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Now, Rourke. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Max Milton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early. Get some completions. Settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 49ers' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60, go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up third.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Third down, they need 5.
Go. Let's go.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A run for the first time here with Jordan James. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down. Work. The man, that is Jordan Watkins. And he will score. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown. 49ers. His 12th touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. To return, it's Kyron Williams. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. In motion, Shakir. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with, how well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Okay, ready?
They'll start on the ground with James. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
So anytime you find yourself in a backed-up situation like this, Mike, there's 2 goals. You want to pick up 2 first downs, and then after that, of course, you want to go down and score. So first objective is complete. Let's see if they can pick up another.
They keep it on the ground with James. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find.
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw with Rourke. They set up the screen to James. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to Jordan James. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's a throw by Rourke. That is hard. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 84 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Niners 14, Cardinals 7. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
18-yard line.
Ready up.
Work now on 1st and 10. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Straight ahead, it's James. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, here is a run with James. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Working out on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
He'll push forward for about a yard. Sir Mark Turner at time on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here is Rourke. He'll swing this out to James. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jordan James. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
7-yard gain.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Max Melton there to get him down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
In the air on 3rd down, here's Work. Open man, right side, he's got it. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Niners first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ready up.
It is 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
To throw is Work. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
To the air, it's Work. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal.
Let's go. Set go.
Throwing again is Rourke. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, 49ers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the 49ers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. In motion, Shakir. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
First and 10. Rourke. Back into the hands of Watkins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Okay, ready? Ready? 18 Cardinals, go!
Will run up the middle with James. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Rourke. That one down the field, but incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Third and 6. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Now work. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. In motion, Shakir. They'll look to throw. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man is Shakir, and that's complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Steady.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
They put Wilson in motion. Now, faking the give. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Glad McConkey the one he was looking for. And third down coming up.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching. Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Let's go now. Rock always.
Work will throw on second down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch. Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here we go. Ready.
Now give up the middle. It's Benson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Arizona.
Go.
He'll look to throw. This one finds McConkey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll throw here on third, and that is intercepted. Into space. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead.
Cardinals 7.
Here's McLaughlin now, half the score. He'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. He'll drop to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it'll be third down. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
On the handoff, this is James. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, 49.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
At the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. Once again, it's Bigsby. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Brings up fourth down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal.
A 42-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Niners 42, Cardinals 7.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 35 yards.
It's a gain of 35. And the Cardinal first down.
Hold the ready. Here we go. Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Working middle. He'll get it complete to McConkey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's an Arizona first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cardinals.
Let's go now.
They'll run. Here's Benson. Good blocking to the 15. And he will score. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least they'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. We'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 60 back.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Say you do it. Cowboy 80.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Niners first down.
1st and 10 at the 47.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A run up the middle with Bigsby. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At his 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Bigsby. They're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, 49ers.
First down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
First and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On the ground, here's Bigsby. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 9.
Go! Check go!
Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Niners first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Let's go!
They'll run the toss with Bigsby. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 22 now, here's second and 5. On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It's going to be third. They need 1.
Let's go!
That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I like the element of surprise here, Mike. It seemed like everyone was so keyed elsewhere on the play that nobody even gave a thought to him potentially getting the run. Didn't take him long to see he was going to be able to clearly pick up that first down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Here we go!
Second and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Let's go now!
Third and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison!
So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.